up, YouTube? Juice is back here with another video, and today we're going to talk about these bios, guys. We're going to do a video. We're going to talk about the bios. We're going to kind of do some story speculation, see how these characters can unfold within the story, see who we predict the main villain will be. We kind of be able to just kind of gather some more information based off of what they got in the bios of these characters. But before we get right into this video, make sure you guys take a second and drop a like, comment on this video, subscribe, share the channel. It really helps me to grow. You guys already know my goal is 500 subscribers by the end of this year. We're at 120 subscribers, guys. We got there really quickly, so I know we can hit this 500 mark really quickly. So just take a second to do that for me, and I appreciate it greatly. All right, let's get into the video. So starting out, we're gonna save Liu Kang for last because I got a lot of stuff to talk about with Liu Kang. So we're gonna go right into SubZero. So SubZero is the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. Pretty much the original goal of the Lin Kuei was for them to basically defend Earth Realm. They train and they defend Earth Realm. Pretty much that was their whole goal. There was really nothing else to them. They didn't really do much, but because after Liu Kang basically reset the timeline, there was no threats to Earth Realm. There was really nobody trying to attack Earth Realm. So pretty much the Lin Kuei had no mission at all. So pretty much all they were doing was just training and training and training for what? No one was going to come over and fight them. So basically SubZero decided to take the clan to the next level, and they were going to come out and do their own thing. They were going to go against what the Lin Kuei stands for. They were going to go against Liu Kang behind his back and basically do things on their own. They was going to go out and start fighting people, start trying to take over other people's area because they wanted to be the best. So that's what basically that was SubZero's goal, was pretty much for the Lin Kuei to come out and attack anybody who stands in their way so that they become the top nation basically out of all of Earth Realm. Next up we got Scorpion. So basically Scorpion, I would say, is kind of the follower of SubZero because he was very dedicated to the Lin Kuei. I mean, like, literally he admired exactly what his father had for the Lin Kuei. He took pride in that, and he knew that basically when his father died, that SubZero was going to turn around and take the Lin Kuei down a greater path than his father did. But he didn't think that he was going to go against the traditions of the Lin Kuei. Basically, he noticed that SubZero started to take a change for the worse, and that he basically kind of said that he's going to go against what SubZero had for the Lin Kuei, and he was going to basically try to take control of what his father had originally set for the clan. And pretty much now, as you can see, they're going to end up still having some type of battle or some type of rivalry, pretty much. So it's like they still going to end up having that same rivalry, but it's going to be based off of a different situation, not the same situation as it was before. And I think that Scorpion is actually going to go behind SubZero's back and either tell Liu Kang or tell somebody else what his plans are so that they can try to stop him before he gets to the point where he got all this power and no one can do anything about it. But I do definitely believe that SubZero is one of the villains, the side villains, like the sub villains. You got your main villains and then you have your sub villain. I think that SubZero is definitely one of the sub villains, and I think that Scorpion is definitely one of the heroes. All right, so next up we got Katana. So pretty much Katana is just like Scorpion in this situation, as of her basically kind of underneath her sister, and she's pretty much just living to protect her so that she can become queen, she can become empress. But her thing is because she's a better leader than Mileena is, she's younger but she's a better leader than Mileena is, all of the civilians, everyone believes that pretty much Katana is a better leader than Mileena is, and she's kind of ignoring that because her thing is like, I don't want to take away my sister's moment of becoming empress, so what I'm gonna do is just help defend the realm and help fight to make her better and make everyone believe that she's better than I am, and also hide the secret that Mileena has a disease that's going to cause her to basically get the Katana look, pretty much, and that she's going to end up having the teeth, and she's going to end up having just this really gross looking face. So she's fighting to try to keep that a secret so that her sister is able to reign and be the best empress that Outworld has. All right, so next we got Johnny Cage. So Johnny Cage, his story to me is still the same as the previous ones, because Johnny Cage was a movie star that basically kind of lost his fame, pretty much. So he basically was like, Johnny Cage was one of the top movie stars. He had all this fame, he had all this fortune, he had all these fans and things like that. You know, I guess he was social media popular and all that type of stuff. And pretty much it's starting to fade away. He's not really doing much. There's other people that's probably taking the fame away from him, and he didn't like that. You know, he got addicted to all of that that attention. He got addicted to all that fame. And so pretty much now he's trying to fight to stay relevant in the media. He's trying to keep that relevancy on him and all that attention on him. And so in order to do that, he thinks that joining Liu Kang, basically his team of champions, would actually boost his career, because they'll see him fighting, he can record it, put it on social media, get all this fame back that he needs so that he can keep you know, that money coming in and keep that fame on him and things like that. So it's pretty much just a story of him kind of a fallen movie star, I would say. You know, something that's just, it's really not important, honestly. I'm gonna just be honest. Johnny Cage, his story is just really not important. All right, next up we got Kenshi Takashi. So he's pretty much, his story is still kind of the same. His family died in battle. They lost pretty much all of their important stuff, you know, especially Sento. Sento is that blade that Kenshi was looking for in that first gameplay trailer, and which is actually the sword that he uses to fight, is Sento. And so pretty much the people that were in that battle with Kenshi's family when they got fought, those who still lived, they end up joining the Yakuza, which is what Kenshi joined. And so he was a part of the Yakuza, which is the reason why in that first gameplay trailer you can see he has all those tattoos on his hand and things like that. They probably go from down his arm all the way to his hand. And pretty much he was a part of that group, but he hates that he joined that, and he feels like that basically that kind of took a turn for the worse for him and his family, because then all of those stories about his family, all of the important things that his family kind of had, the value and things like that, it's kind of all just decimated, because pretty much when they joined the Yakuza, that's where all their protection was coming from, was from them. But obviously Kenshi knows that he can revive his family and let that name basically leave a legacy pretty much through him. So his thing is like, I'm gonna leave the Yakuza, I'm gonna take all of my family back with me, and we're gonna build this name again, and we're gonna be free from them. And so the only way he can do that pretty much is for him to get Sento back and show them that if I get the Sento blade, I can lead you guys into freedom. So that's pretty much Kenshi's story, and that's what he's gonna do, which is the reason why you see him in the first trailer going to Johnny Cage's house and telling him that he's here to get the Sento blade back so that he can revive his family's name and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much Kenshi's story. All right, so next up we got Kung Lao. So Kung Lao pretty much has a very basic, honestly, very basic story. It's kind of sad, because Kung Lao basically, he lives in the same village as Raiden. Let me just get that out the way. Him and Raiden lives in the same village, and but pretty much Kung Lao really doesn't do anything. He kind of just working in the fields, and you know, he was just living a life pretty much. He was just living a normal basic life. But his thing was he didn't want to just be stuck there. You know, he wanted to become more. He wanted to do better for his life, and he wanted to be able to kind of live a life that has more meaning to it. And so, you know, he was pretty much praying often that he'll basically get a chance to do something bigger and better in his life. And so his thing was once he was asked to join the Earth Realm Champions, he knew that at this point this was his big break, and that he was going to make sure that all of his victories would be remembered, and that he would leave a legacy of being, I guess, a great champion, you know, in Earth Realm. That's pretty much all Kung Lao's story is. It's pretty sad, honestly. All right, so next up is Mileena. We already kind of talked about a little bit of her story earlier. Basically, she's Katana's twin. They're just barely seconds apart, and pretty much because she's the oldest, she is the next runner up for Outworld's throne. And so basically Sindel is going to pass it down to her, and then Mileena will be the one to take over. But there's a lot of people who don't trust Mileena because she makes impulsive decisions, and so it allows Katana to basically get more shine in being a better leader, because she's not impulsive like Mileena is. But Mileena's trying her hardest to fight to make sure that she keeps that position, that no one finds out that she actually has the Tarkat disease. And if she did, then yeah, she would end up being forced to fight Katana in order to save that throne. And I don't think Katana wants to fight her for the throne, because Katana wants Mileena to have it. So I think that's pretty much where their story is kind of similar, and they kind of intertwine with each other. All right, so we got Raiden now. Like I said earlier, Raiden and Kung Lao live in the same village. Pretty much Raiden is known for being a family man. He's always, being charitable. He's always being nice to all the people in the village, his family, his friends. He does the same thing. Him and Kung Lao pretty much just work on the field together. But when Raiden was asked to leave, Feng Zhen, basically to become one of the Earth Realm champions, he wasn't too sure about it, because his thing is like, I want to stay with my family. I want to be here with my friends. I want to just keep tending to the village. I'm enjoying the way my life is going. But as threats, basically came to Earth Realm, people was coming to attack them. Raiden knew, like, at this point that, okay, Liu Kang was right. I'm gonna have to, step up and become this great warrior to defend Earth Realm, so that we all can kind of live a peaceful life again. All right, so with one of our new additions to the bios recently, we got Rain. So pretty much Rain has a very, very, very pointless story, which is, I don't even know how this is going to really tie into my big picture that I'm going to bring out later. But pretty much Rain is just a mage. He pretty much went to this sorcery school in Outworld, and all of his classmates, they all, knew that, like, okay, this guy has like really, really great water powers. And pretty much he just continued to work on building his abilities, so that he can end up being like a fierce magician or a fierce mage or wizard or whatever, where he ended up learning all of the darkest powerful sorcery, probably learning how to do some of the other moves, some of the other little magic tricks and whatever. I don't know, it's just weird. It's very weird, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, it's a very weird story for Rain, because Rain was originally a ninja, but then they end up changing him into a prince. Well, he was always Prince of Edenia, but he was a ninja at the same time. And that story just kind of slowly started to shift into him just being a prince of Edenia. And then that story now just became he's a mage. And it's just like, huh? How did we get from a ninja to a mage within like a couple of games? But that's what they decided to go with, so I'm not going to fight it. But I'm just letting you guys know that when I talk about my big picture later on, when I get to talking about Liu Kang, I don't think that Raiden really has even a big part in this story at all anyway. But we'll see when the game comes out. We can't make any assumptions yet. Alright, so we got Smoke. Pretty much Smoke has a very boring story as well, which is kind of sad, because Smoke is, he was really hyped to see. I don't like his design. I've spoken about this before. I don't really like his design. I like the gi, but his hair and his mask I don't like. I feel like he should have just got the same mask that Scorpion and SubZero have, and they should have just gave Smoke his long hair again, or just give all the ninjas hoods, pretty much. But anyway, so Smoke pretty much is just an orphan. He got adopted by the Grandmaster SubZero. He grew up with Scorpion and SubZero, so he's their brother, not by blood, but pretty much he joined the Lin Kuei just like them, and end up, he didn't have superpowers like they did, so he ended up having to learn how to use smoke bombs to kind of be a threat. Pretty much he had to learn, as they said, practical magic in order for him to learn how to be a threat, and he ended up learning how to do all that. He mastered that, and so now he's able to kind of join them on the defense missions to save Earth Realm and things like that. But I'm pretty sure that when the fall between Scorpion and SubZero happens, Smoke is then going to stay with SubZero, because it's Smoke. He's a loner, and he's not a leader at all. He's a follower. So wherever the bigger leader is, he's going to go with them, which would be SubZero. So, but that's pretty much it to Smoke's story. His family died to the Lin Kuei, but the Grandmaster SubZero felt bad about what happened to Smoke's family and things like that. So he said, okay, well, I'm gonna adopt him in. He's gonna end up living with my sons. He's gonna grow up with my boys, and from there, he can kind of learn the ways of the Lin Kuei and decide to join them if he wants to. That's pretty much what I think Smoke's story is. So yeah. All right, so lastly we got Liu Kang. Now, Liu Kang is the fire god, as we already know, and pretty much his whole thing was he wanted to start this new timeline and try to keep as much peace as possible in it. The problem is that there's going to be a new enemy that comes in, and that basically he wouldn't have expected who it is, and so now he has to kind of, it's going to take everything he knows in order to save Earth realm and all of its reality, pretty much. So with that being said, let's really think about it. Liu Kang is the only one that has remembrance. He can recall things that happened in the past, and he knows every single person because of the past, which means that no one in current timeline, no one in this timeline is able to get up to the same level as Liu Kang. He knows everything that's going to happen. He knows everything about everybody. So it's like, who would be able to stop Liu Kang except himself? Liu Kang is the only one who would be able to stop himself, which means that he's going to be his own enemy. So with that being said, and hear me out, Liu Kang, since Mortal Kombat 9, has now had this evil side to him, where he basically goes against everybody. He goes against the Grain, he goes against the Elder Gods, he goes against Raiden, he goes against everybody if they don't basically agree with what he says, and he feels like they're going against what his intellect is, right? Which is exactly what happened in Mortal Kombat 9. Liu Kang said he had enough of Raiden. Raiden wasn't doing anything to save Earthrealm, so Liu Kang said, I'm gonna do it myself. And Raiden went against what Liu Kang said, and then Liu Kang ended up trying to attack Raiden. Raiden turned around and burned Liu Kang, killed him, and that's pretty much what happened. Then, in Mortal Kombat X, Liu Kang ended up becoming a Revenant. Revenant Liu Kang has never been killed, so Revenant Liu Kang is still out there, and he's living inside current Liu Kang. Even Fire God Liu Kang, which means that Fire God Liu Kang is still evil. He still has an evil side to him. And that's basically portrayed in the CGI trailer when Shang Tsung entered into his world and started disrupting his peace. And he turned around and basically said to Shang Tsung, like, I'm tired of you. You done just tried to mess with my peace. You don't realize who you messing with. I'm a god. I will literally destroy you. And that's pretty much what he did. So with that being said, that means that Liu Kang has an evil side to him. If you go against what he says, with all this power that he has now, he will wipe away that person, like, from all of humanity. All timelines, erase them from history. So it's just like, with that being said, no one in this timeline can really do anything to Liu Kang but Liu Kang. Liu Kang now is probably higher than the Elder Gods. I wouldn't be shocked. I think that Liu Kang is a Titan. If not a Titan, whatever is higher than that, I don't even know what's higher than Titan or higher than what Titan is, but I just know that Liu Kang is extremely powerful. Pretty much, if he can create his own timeline, erase people from timelines, erase history, I'm pretty sure Liu Kang is extremely strong. So that means that no sorcerer, no Shang Tsung, no Raiden, no Quan Chi, no Shinnok, no Shao Kahn, none of them can do anything to Liu Kang at this point except himself. So with that being said, that means that Liu Kang would be his own enemy, which means that he would have to fight himself in order to save Earthrealm. So I think that's who the main villain is. You guys sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. But do you agree? Do you agree with me that Liu Kang is the main villain? Because I don't see anybody else being the main villain. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, Liu Kang is the strongest being that I think there is right now. So it's just like, who would be able to really stop him? So I don't know, guys, but you let me know. Do you guys think that Liu Kang is the main villain? You guys, let me know. Talk to me. Let me know in the comment section what you guys are thinking. But this is gonna be it for this video, guys. I just want to give you guys what I'm thinking so far about the story mode, how this could actually unfold. How can we get what point do we get into the story where we see like these situations and these bios happening in the story mode, and what I'm kind of gathering from this so far. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for this video. I hope you like it. Again, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, Juice is here and Juice is out.